Hail Hitler to you when you come
We
over.
got 2 more. Okay, get your head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi guys.
Hi.
And welcome back to She Show Videos, where we are your hosts, Elizabeth and Britany.
Yeah, and she's a slave driver. But before we get into any discussion today, get subscribed to our channel.
Yes, please.
Okay? Gracias.
And on our social media, actually, but neither here nor there. Today's topic:
Yes, ma'am.
making sweet, sweet, sweet love.
That's what I do. You know? That's what I do.
Why do you lie to me?
I make sweet love. Sometimes. From time to time.
What is the difference? If you could explain to the people what the difference between making sweet love and having sex is, I would greatly appreciate it.
I feel like having sex is just to get off.
Okay.
So we've talked about this quickie or pound town, and it's kind of similar to that. I feel like having sex lacks intimacy. It's usually pretty short-lived, and there's like the end goal is to climax.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna erase that. Not even to climax. It's just to come.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like
No triple O's
No.
involved?
No.
Okay.
No. Making sweet loving.
Okay.
Sweet, tender loving.
Okay. Ooh.
This is the more
Right on the
deliberate, strategic approach. Okay, there's a lot more intimacy.
Okay.
You're usually, at least for me,
Okay.
involving like the whole body.
It's
so
a
like,
whole body
like I'm
experience.
crawling up from the feet. Okay, got these titties dragging on your legs.
So Chris Taylor's already in bed at this point.
I don't know where it starts. Maybe it starts earlier in the day. Okay, maybe I'm giving him some rubs on the way home. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
But it's way more of an experience.
Okay.
Takes more time.
Okay.
Okay, this is like the only, if we're trying to make sweet, sweet love,
Okay.
this is the only time when he's allowed to slow it down and say like, hold on, like he's allowed to try and hold out a little longer. Because if we're having sex, don't be trying to hold out longer.
Okay.
You ain't doing it for me.
Okay, so let's put a pin on that hold out longer. So our definitions run very parallel to one another, where I think that intimacy is the difference. Like, while we're getting started, I'm giving you all the eye contact. I'm giving you all the moans. You touch me everywhere. There's fingertips. There's kisses. There's licking.
There's teasing.
Sucking. There's a little bit of biting. There's a little bit of everything.
Do the nails.
It encompasses the whole gambit.
Agreed.
And usually, I like to cuddle. Like, that is my thing. Like, I will get so close to you that you're like, what is going
never
on?
cuddle with me.
I know. Well,
It's bullshit.
we're intimate in other ways. So then I feel like that's my signal that tonight is different. Like, we're not just boning, because usually if I'm coming in and I'm like, I'm about to go to bed, do you want to do this or not? Like, that's usually how it pops off. Like,
I hear you.
but if it's like we're laying in bed and I look over and I'm like, damn, got me a snack. Ooh. So then I'm like snuggling up and then I'm rubbing. And then usually that's when my partner is like, oh, I see what's happening.
I see what's happening.
And then we exchange like kisses. Then there's finger.
It's like flirty and fun. And there's like mystery.
But there's a lot of eye contact. There's a lot of like, that feels great, or like moans.
There is a lot of intimacy. Yes.
So I think that is the difference between making love. But I don't necessarily know if there's a time difference in my love making besides the foreplay. Like, usually I've already come. Usually if I'm already in the mode to make love, like, blood is pumping down to Marge and she's ready. She's ready. She's ready to be loved on, okay? So usually if we're getting there, if I got there, like we always say, like, if once I got to where I'm going, you've got probably 5 to 7 minutes.
I agree. That doesn't change.
Yeah. Nothing. We're still in the same time frame. So I wouldn't say, like, I would tell him to hold off. I'd be like, whew, I already came, so.
I think for me, it's just a slower build up. Like, I actually think the foreplay and sex are the same length, either one.
Okay.
But if, like, we're just gonna have sex, it's basically like fingers, mouth, fucking. Like, there's like boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're going.
A, B, C.
Yeah, fingers, fellatio. That's how it goes, okay? But I think if we're having like a sweet love making session, then it's like, then
put a little dick in first.
Yeah, there's a little teasing,
yeah.
some back and forth. There's some other things that lead up to that. So I think it's really just
I get what you're saying. So he's getting close, and then he pulls out to give you a little fellation,
yes,
and then he goes back in. Okay.
Yes, if we're just having sex, do not do that to me. I'm trying to go to bed, and you're only holding out for you, and that's selfish. Okay. But if we are love making, then I feel like I'm more receptive to that because we're both like totally in it.
So your sex follows a pattern where love making could go any which way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think intentionally it does. That's like, this is different. That's like, yours is the cuddle, like that's your sign, and mine's like, okay, we're spicing it up. We're gonna.
So that's your sign.
We're 52 pickup on these cards right now. Okay, it could be anything, anywhere. Yeah. That's the sign. Yeah, okay. You ever played that game?
No.
You like hold the deck of cards and let them all just fly everywhere?
No, I don't typically play card games, so no.
That's the game. We'll play later.
No, thank you.
But yeah, that's it's not a time difference. You're right. So, once I get to where I'm going, you got about 3 minutes.
As Gary said, the clock starts winding down, and depending on the severity of which I've come, if I'm going straight triple O, you've got less time.
God forbid you go twice.
Yeah, you got less time. If I'm going like a good O, like I'm feeling good, you probably got 5 to 7 minutes. But if you hit me with the triple O, especially during love making,
oh God,
your time is cut
that's
short.
on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You knew what you were doing when you were down there, and that's your fault. Your time is.
Oh God.
It's not short. It's real short. It's a real short window, as we learned before.
Taylor's got a few tricks, and when he starts doing, I'm like, I hope you know what you're doing.
You're
about to lose me.
Is this like the caution sign?
I'm like, hold on.
At the top of steep hills.
Hold on. I know what you're trying to do, but remember, you got 67 seconds after this happens. So I want to make sure we're
play your cards right, because I'm gonna be asleep.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just.
I'm gonna be asleep in 5 minutes, whether you get where you're going or not.
Exactly. So just know that. I can't help it. That's science, people.
I'm with you. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like to say I love making, but I'm just not typically in the mood for it. Also, it's harder. It really is. You can say what you want, but I don't have a very big house, and I have kids in my house. It's not like I can go, like, they're upstairs and we're down, like, they're literally one room down the hall.
I feel like
it's harder.
There are a lot of, like, variables that go into lovemaking for me. So, I don't know if it's hormonal at this point, because, you know, we are perimenopausal, but some days I wake up and I'm like, I really like this person today, or I'm really like...
Today.
Yeah, but then the next day I'll wake up and I'll be like, like, it is what it is. But like one day I might wake up and be like, damn it, I really like you today. Like, and I want to express how I like you today. Yeah. And sometimes I'm really not a feelings person. If you've ever known me, most of my exes say like, I didn't even know you liked me. And I'm like, did I?
That checks out.
I'm not a feelings person. Both of my parents are very hard individuals, so I don't express feelings very well.
It's actually weird because I feel like you're a very feelings person. But we're different.
Yeah. So I like, when I'm in a relationship, I'm not a feelings person.
It is, people do discount sex as a method of communication though, and you shouldn't, because you can communicate a lot of things. That's
exactly, like that's how you know, like when we are having like roll off because I've had such good sex, like that to me is like, fuck it, we're in it to win it now. Yeah, we're getting married tomorrow. Okay.
Don't say shit you can't take back.
Edit that out.
But in that moment, you really feel like, I mean, you truly, those feelings start to like run through you, and then they translate into what's happening physically.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
You know what? Use it. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Let me circle back to that.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. my gosh. I'm trying to make some sweet, sweet loving to you.
Oh, God.
Come on.
So where's your husband when he popped